All right, think we are almost ready for today's stream. Somehow my avatar is not working. All right. Okay, so I've been wanting to talk about the music rhythm game EZ2ON for quite some time, and today I finally managed to consolidate the list of ideas and notes based on the official trailer. So to start off, right, I think it's worth a good introduction to the Easy to On game. Now, first of all, the Easy to On Reboot R, right, is a rhythm game from Korea. If you are not familiar with this easy game franchise, right, long story short, it's a music rhythm game that contains songs from two other Korea music rhythm game. Uh, these two Korea music rhythm game is Easy to DJ and Easy to AC. So the name has some similarities there, right? Especially the first two letters EZ, two, XYZ at the back. But they are not to be confused because Easy to DJ and Easy to AC they belong to different company as compared to Easy to On, right? So a bit of history about Easy to On. The one that you are seeing on the screen right now, Easy to On Reboots R, is actually the third iteration, right, of their franchise. So how's the history like for the first two iteration? So the very first release is actually Retro Easy to On. It has a very short history of 1 year from 2008 to 2009, right? And then the next release is actually Easy to On Reboot, right? Which, from what I understand, it started from July 2013 to December 2013. So that's actually very short, right? Very short period of 5 months. I believe back then, from what I understood, there were some copyright issues with respect to the songs and gameplay, right? Because they bear very, they are very similar to Easy to DJ and Easy to AC. Now, as of today, right, we are very fortunate that they have managed to resolve all the copyright issues with Easy to DJ. There seems to be some agreement and development for this reboot R, right, seems to be quite successful, and therefore they have finally launched an official trailer for the general public to have a first look. So how serious are they? Is this based on the past history, a very short uh, service operation of 1 year and even 5 months? So is this game here to stay? Personally, I feel that uh, it looks quite promising, right? First of all, because the copyright issues has been rectified, right? They have already created official YouTube and Facebook accounts. However, the one thing that is gonna make or break is probably the pricing model. Is it gonna be a subscription base like Beatmania, or are we looking at one-time purchase like DJ Max Respect? So this is something that we do not have the answer yet, but we should keep our fingers crossed and hope for the best. So before we actually, play the official trailer and talk about it in details, right, providing my detailed breakdown, let's have a quick look at the different interfaces, right, comparing DJ Max Respect and Easy to AC, and then finally Easy to On. So let me zoom in the picture a little bit more. Right. So on the very far left, we have the user interface, right, for DJ Max Respect. So if you have been watching, my stream for a while, this should be nothing new, right? And then on the very far right, we have the user interface for EZ to AC, right? Which is supposedly a arcade only game, right? I do not think there is an official PC version that is ready for download or purchase to play. And then if we were to put them side by side, right, you can find that there are some similarities, right? So EZ2ON is the game that we're going to look at later on. And you realize there's a lot of similarities, right? Especially the song layout on the right panel, right? You can see the song title, the thumbnail, followed by the difficulty, right? And let's take a look at EZ2ON, right? You realize that the layout is exactly the same, right? The main difference here is the art cover, right? So the art cover, the design is circular, which is exactly the same for EZ to AC and EZ to DJ. DJ Max Respect uses a rectangular display for the song title and music cover art. Right. At the very bottom of the panel, we have things like the options, right? Selecting the buttons to select the difficulty, select the music. All these are the hotkeys, right? So that as the player, you will know what are the keys to press to access some of these options. I believe, although these are in Korean, the Korean language, right? These are in Korean language, but I believe they are meant to be the same, right? So the work is still in progress. The game has not been finalized, but we can still relate the similarities for DJ Max Respect and EZ2ON. Right. So it's quite interesting. They are not going to bring back the familiar interface for us, for older generation people like us, older players like us who are more familiar with EZ to DJ and EZ to AC. However, they decided to go with the more modern design for DJ Max Respect. Right. So now let's take a look at the trailer together, shall we? So over here, right, we can see that there's a number of songs. The initial song list that you can see from here, we have Lookout, which is currently, the demonstrator is navigating throughout. We have Mad Robot, Metal Galactic. Right, all these are very popular songs back then for EZ to DJ. So now we are looking at the 6-key mode. So the main difference between this interface and the DJ Max Respect interface is that there is a max combo indicator over here. Right? There is a current combo, which is the largest combo Xbox you see on the gameplay, and actually at the bottom of the gear, right, there is a max combo indicator. So I believe if you were to break the combo in the middle, the max combo will just stop. Right. So the other thing I want to talk about is the turntable. So EZ to DJ and EZ to AC traditionally has a track, or what we call the notes, right, dedicated to turntable and foot pedal. However, what we can see from this 6-key mode, right, there is no additional note for turntable or pedal. And in fact, during this gameplay, the sound effects where we would usually expect the turntable scratching to occur, we are not seeing them. Right. So here you can hear, right, just a short while ago, the scratching of the turntable, but we do not have them for 6 key mode. So that's really unfortunate, because for DJ Max Respect we do have the green tracks, which actually kind of like can be used for scratching the turntable. So now we have the 6 key mode, and the song that is currently playing is White Rose by M2U. So let's take a look at the interface right now. You can see that similarly to DJ Max Respect, you can choose different gears. Right? So the gear specifically is the user interface, the graphical interface you see for your gameplay. Now for this gear, there's a very beautiful butterfly on the bottom right corner. That's actually very beautiful. Actually, if you observe, right, the blue butterfly actually has is pulsing. There's some sort of light pulsing on the butterfly, and it's actually in tune with the same rhythm as the bass of the music. So personally, I feel that this music gear over here is very beautiful. Definitely something to look forward to, and maybe like DJ Max Respect, we can look forward to buying dedicated gears. For me personally, I'll be looking forward to seeing something like -1, -2, or -3. So DJ Max Respect has song-specific gears, right? Like the Clear Blue Sky gear for DJ Max Respect, which you can purchase for around, I think it's $3.99 USD, right? So hopefully, who knows, maybe for EZ2ON, there's such an option available for us, and we can look forward to beautiful design like this. Right, this butterfly is truly beautiful in my personal opinion. So up next we have the 4 key mode. Right, this song is second choice. It's actually a trance by M2U. Right, so for the 4 keys mode, one thing to note is that the notes that is coming down on the screen, right, if you observe, they are actually much thicker than the 6 key mode or the 5 key mode. So this could be intentional, or because they want to keep the total width of the gear consistent. Right, so you have the same width but less note, simply means that you need to have thicker bars. So for this gear, personally I find that it's a bit dull. Right? It's probably, maybe it's one of the basic gears that is available out of the box. So unlike the gear, the butterfly that we saw just now, maybe this is something that is very basic, you might have to pay for. And if you realize, right, the health gauge, right, it's actually on both sides. I believe it's on both sides of the gear. Otherwise, I'm not exactly sure where is the health gauge. So easy to DJ or easy to on, easy to AC, right? The main distinction between these 3 music rhythm game titles as compared to DJ Max Respect is the type of music. So easy to DJ, I believe is based on my past experience, is more techno or trance heavy, right? Whereas DJ Max Respect actually has a good amount of pop songs, right? So that is the 4 key mode that we are seeing here. Now finally, we come to the most important topic, right, which is the 8 key mode. So if you look at the gameplay right now, right, there is green notes on the extreme left and extreme right. Now I've already listened to the gameplay earlier on, and my observation is the left extreme green note, right, is actually the sound effect of the turntable, and the one on the extreme right is actually the sound effect of the bass pedal. Right. Now, so what does this mean to you as a player, right? So if you are like me, right, you own an EZ Max controller, right, you do not have a foot pedal. You have 2 turntables, right, left turntable and right turntable. So far the gameplay, it seems like you can use both turntable for the green notes, but later on we will come to a portion where it could be impossible or extremely difficult to use both turntable, right? Simply because of the way that the chart is being done for this song specifically. So I believe it's gonna come soon, right? Basically, they are long presses. You have to hold the notes for both the green and some white notes, if I'm not mistaken. So in this part, right? So how are you going to turn? How are you going to scratch the two turntable consistently or continuously, while at the same time holding on to two white notes or two blue notes? So that is something worth looking forward to, and I have not tried to scratch the turntable to replicate that gameplay just now. So I'm not entirely sure if it's doable or not. But we will take a look. If the early access is available for us to try out, well, I'll be very happy to hook up my EZ controller and give it a shot. Right. So that is my opinion and feedback, right? My initial feedback on the gameplay and user interface for EZ2ON. Hopefully, if you are interested, do look up EZ2ON on Facebook or YouTube. And once the early access is out, download them and give it a shot. Right, show your support. Subscribe to their YouTube channel. Right, it's EZ2ON Official. That's the name of the YouTube channel. Right, on the Facebook, the content the posts that they have listed, generally the important ones, right, will have both Korean and English translation. Right, so I look forward to this game, and I'll see you guys again later for some DJ Max Respect. Alright, thank you very much, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.